Hello, I am Dr. Eva Rzucidlo, and this is a Society for Vascular Surgery briefing about creating and building a great CV. The curriculum vitae, loosely Latin for the course of one's life or career, is usually the first point of contact between you and your future colleagues. Curriculum vitae, or CVs, tell the stories of the professional lives of academicians, documenting their careers and showcasing their accomplishments. The CV is not only essential for new job applications, but also an essential part of any application for grants, awards, and promotions. Careful CV craftsmanship and maintenance is a crucial career skill that will serve you well at every career stage. As you prepare your CV, a key point to remember as the first task that's facing the members of your audience is to winnow the stack of files from the mass they received to the select few. They are not yet looking for who they might want to interview, rather whom they can safely discard. Your job is to make it as easy as possible for them to see the strengths and qualities you will bring the position. How do you make it easy for your overburdened audience? Organization, clarity, and consistency. Be clear, be clean, and be pristine. Your CV should at least include every professional accomplishment from college onward: education, professional positions, training experience, awards, publications, presentations, including separately invited presentations, grants, teaching experience, scientific techniques, professional affiliations, and service to the university or professional organizations. One of the most important things to remember when working on your CV is that there is not one standard format. To determine the format for your institution, find as many examples as possible of CVs by people in your discipline who have recently been on the job market. You can find these by asking junior faculty, as well as mentors not only within your discipline, but outside as well. The content, of course, is crucial, but presentation is also crucial. Your CV should have clearly organized sections with simple formatting. Tables and templates, like the resume templates in Microsoft Word, and even the use of tabs, can make a file too busy. Complicated formatting also may not hold up as files are sent electronically. The main goal is to draw attention to important points. This can be done through bolding important information and remembering that the reader's eyes are drawn from left to right. Tweaking the CV for particular applications you're submitting is important. If you are applying to an institution that emphasizes teaching, the teaching section might come right after the education section and before research. For a job at a research institution, research experience and expertise, as well as grant funding, should come earlier in the document. Every CV should present information in reverse chronological order to put recent publications and accomplishments closest to the beginning. Publications should be presented in the same format, including the title of the article and all co-authors, using a style consistent with that of the leading journal in your field. A CV should also include a list of current professional references, typically 3 and possibly more, with current contact information at the end of the document. CV should have your last name and a page number at the top of every page, and the style should be consistent throughout the document. Correct spelling and grammar are essential. Spelling and grammar mistakes are likely to leave your audience with a poor impression of you and your work. How can anyone pay attention to your CV, and more importantly to you, if you do not pay enough attention to the construction of your own CV? In addition, choose fonts and type sizes that are easy to read. Classic standard fonts like Times New Roman, Helvetica, or Arial work best. And even if you're tempted to use smaller type to squeeze in more information, 10-point type is a minimum. Once the organization is in place, maintaining a CV is straightforward. Most suggest adding these to the document as they happen so as to not forget about important accomplishments. Updating at least every 6 months using careful records that have been kept of publications and invited seminars is important. You should also include the date that your CV was last revised at the bottom of each page so that a reviewer looking at the document months later will have an idea of how current the information is. The main point experts stress is to make sure to update regularly and review it before you sending out. Last but not least, a smart CV will create a favorable mental predisposition with your audience and allow the interview discussion to be steered in the direction you want it to go. This can be the biggest difference between a successful and an unsuccessful interview. A CV is like a brand statement, and if it fails to sell you, then it will probably end up in the trash bin. It remains a potent and powerful tool to attract the right audience for the right reasons.
This briefing is made possible by a grant from Cook Medical. To learn more about vascular health, visit vascularweb.org.